All right, we are recording. Good morning, everyone, to the Resource Zoom, where we're going to talk about the Info Hub and getting more visibility on the Chamber website. So I know that there are several folks that weren't able to join us on the Zoom this morning, but thanks to those that have, Lynn, Marie, and some other folks. What I want to do first and foremost is show you our website, the louisachamber.org website. And I'm going to pay particularly attention to showing you where the information shows up that you will enter into your Info Hub. So just so you know, the Info Hub is kind of like your back office to manage your membership account. Lynn, since you're on the call, with your permission, I'd like to be able to log into your account and use you as an example, if that's okay. Okay, great. Thumbs up from you. All right, so first and foremost, this is the front side of our website, and we've made some changes in the most recent months. Our homepage now has basically a snapshot listing of priority activities and things that are going on. This is kind of fluid. We do rotate and change this as things come up, projects, and so forth. There's the About Us tab, which really talks about the chamber and our leadership committees, all of that. And then this member info tool is just as it says, it's for the members. It's resources, information, a calendar, and the login for you as members. Number one, this member tools shows you some new marketing and advertising tools that we have put in place. These are additional cost items to you as a member, and this will be ongoing, changing, fluctuating as we identify needs of our members. But this is these are services that we need to bring on additional help to do them, so that's why there's some additional costs with those. Chamber news. This is really, really important, especially now with the huge increase to email communications to everyone. I know that everybody, including myself, is getting overrun with emails, and different sensitivities with email causes people to not always receive the information. So this tab is really going to be a cloud, if you will, a resource for our members for you to get information. And I highly recommend that you monitor this. I try to post it on our social channels, but you know, I post here whenever I get something timely and try to alert the membership as quickly as possible. But this will include our monthly news that goes out, any kind of special information that we get. We'll make announcements here. So it's just a resource. If you've missed any communications or emails, you know, go here, check this periodically so you can get information. You see here, I've got the Info Hub pre-recorded training posted. This exciting piece right here with the deadline of Monday, that's called the Ordinary Awards. That's pretty exciting opportunity to recognize any of our businesses or individuals in the restaurant, travel, and lodging industry. So that I just posted yesterday because I just got the information. Chamber deals, this isn't populated very much by our members. I'm working on making sure this is basically the portal for the membership affinity program that we used to have in place, where members can offer deals to other members. So we're working on getting that populated as members submit offers. For example, it could be you know, 10% off registration for Fresh Air Flicks or something like that for chamber members. That's where those deals are going to go. The chamber calendar, this is the calendar that lists all chamber sponsored or organized events. So if you're looking for just to find out what is specifically being done to assist you as businesses or members, this is where you would go to find that calendar. This calendar and these events, by the way, will show up on the community calendar, which I'm going to show you in just 1 second. So this is the member login. There's 2 places where you can log into your Info Hub. It's on this tab and then also across the top here. And I'm going to show you your Info Hub in just a second. So community info tab, this is where it's most of your information, pretty much all of your information, is going to show up under this tab. This is really the resource and what we will be pushing out, marketing, promoting to the general population, community, other businesses, things like that. Find a business. This is where your directory listing shows up. There's a category listing landing page here. All you can do, you can just simply type in a word, a keyword, the name of a business if you know it, and you can see it'll show up different things here, right? So Louisa, just for an example, with Lynn, emergency. So there you go, Louisa County Emergency Fund, right? So we'll click on that and it takes you right to your profile page here. So just to scroll down, this is what's showing up right now for your profile page. So the next one is community calendar. This calendar is a combination of your events, member events, and it also shows chamber events. Currently right now, I just told a little fib because it's not showing up any chamber events. I'm trying to get that fixed. I just touched base with somebody, but it will show here. As you can see, Coyote Hole is doing a great job. What they did, basically, they had a designated person that sat down pretty much one day and entered in their calendar, and it was done for them. Then they can make small tweaks here and there. You can do this however you want, but we're really trying to get this populated so that we have a central source for our community to find out what's going on. Facebook is great. However, it's really hard to kind of see everything all in one place. So that's what we're doing here. And this is huge visibility for you too. Community news. This is another underutilized tab, especially in the nonprofit community. And I really would like to see some increase here. You guys are doing amazing things. There's great partnerships, all kinds of great things that are happening with you that you can put here as your news. We've got a pretty good listing right now, but I certainly would like to see this grow and expand. Anything that you have going on in your organization, this is just kind of an extra way to acknowledge and thank your sponsors even, or your contributors. You know, maybe once a month do a press release and put it on our page where you're specifically thanking the businesses that have supported you. This is a great way to give them an extra added visibility. And I'm going to show you how to enter that. Find a job. This is obviously if you are a nonprofit that can hire somebody, or a business that's hiring somebody, you want to make sure your job is listed here. There's some right there. We're doing a lot. Workforce development is a huge initiative for us. So please use this portal to post your jobs as we target more and more local citizens to use our site as a resource. We want to make sure that they see all the opportunity that we have right here in Louisa. So find a deal or special is the next tab. This is where you would put any kind of specials or deals or coupons that are going on. So for businesses, this is stuff that you're offering to the public. You can put an expiration date or a code or anything like that. I'll show you. For nonprofit organizations, maybe if you're doing a fundraiser somewhere and somebody's donating or giving a special perk for a campaign or something, you could list this here for more visibility. Now, this is the really cool thing that was just added. I'm pretty excited about it. We added a volunteer opportunity tab that functions very much like the Find a Job. So you can enter in your volunteer opportunities, make sure you use keywords and stuff because people could search on that. I just put in one as an example here to show you. We're looking for social media volunteers, people that want to get involved. And you just enter in the information of what you're looking for. One thing that's missing here, and I need to fix it, I didn't put any contact information or anything, but you're going to use this just like submitting a job function. So I'm going to show you how to do that. This other tab, the visitor information, this is going to play a role for a lot of our businesses. Most of these tabs pull from the calendar or the directory listing. So for example, events, that is, as you look here, it's basically the calendar, the community calendar, right? The shopping tab and these other tabs that talk about dining or Lake Anna, it pulls in from the directory and just shows these businesses that fall into those categories. So this tab is really a resource for those that are looking to move here, visit here, or anything to that nature. Your directory tab is really, or your directory listing is really, really important to get up to speed, because this is a lot of times the first snapshot that people will see for your business. So now I want to take a second to jump into how do you enter this information? How do you populate and how do you get visible on our website? So just ignore this view right now, because this is my view. You won't be able to see this. But I do need to get over to now. Oops, I need to do one thing to fix your Lynn real quick. Sorry. I thought I was going to be using somebody else's account, so I apologize. I should have fixed this before I started this Zoom. Got that fixed right now. Okay. So we're going to log in to our info hub. So how you're going to do that is on the website, the Louisa Chamber website, you're going to click member login, or you can find it right here, member login. So when you click member login, it's going to take you to a login page where you're going to enter your username and your password. Okay. If you have not created an account yet, there is a button here to create an account. I can also send you, if you're already in our system, I can send you a reset and instructions on how to set this up. But you would, Lynn, since you're on here and we're using you as the guinea pig, you would enter in your username, your password, and just hit sign in just like any other account that you would have. Now, once you do that, this is what you're going to see. This is the front page of your info hub, or basically your back office for your membership. There is a video here that walks you through everything that I'm going over. So you can use this as a resource to check out things, or you can just rewatch this Zoom presentation. Okay, a few things I want to point out. Upcoming events are right here on the right. You can quickly register. If you have an account balance, you can go directly to billing and pay your balance. And then if you have anyone that you want to refer to be a member or that could benefit from the Chamber of Commerce, you can click the refer them today, and it will open up a contact page, and you can just submit that. That will come into me, and it will be attached to your name, so I'll know who referred them. Okay, so back to, now I'm going to review these tabs over here to the left, because these are really where you're going to be inputting your information. My info. So this tab right here is information that is specific to you as the contact. So Lynn, as the example, the only thing we have showing for you right now is your email address. Well, you may want to add in your phone number so we can get in touch with you. If you want to add in your address, so we can send you some care cards or correspondence. You can do that right here as well. If you want to add in a bio, you can do that. To your right, these are the lists or the committees. These are specialized subscriptions that you would get communications directly on these issues. So for example, if we have a communication that's specific to nonprofits, Lynn is on this list, so she would get that communication directed at that particular entity. The e-news that we send out is broader. It goes to everyone, but we do have communications that we isolate and send to specific groups. Once you make any changes here, you do want to hit save. A couple of things I want to point out, these little itty bitty plus signs right here, this is how you get to adding information. So for the lists and committees, just to show you this little plus sign here, you just click that and you can see all the different lists that are available. You just simply check the box if you want to be added to those lists. Oops, take you off. Sorry, my screen is acting weird. I moved something. All right, let me get out of there. Okay, help me out here, computer. Oh, sorry, it is not going away for me. Technical difficulties on Zoom are not good. There we go. Okay, don't want to save that. So that wrapped up that contact tab. A couple of things I want to show you up here across the top. There are some tabs across here, membership, billing. You can look at those independently. That I don't want to show that right now because it's got some account specific information. So you can just take a look at that, but all your billing you can manage right here as well. The directory listing, this is probably the most important tab to pay attention to. This is where you enter in all the information that shows up on our front page with your directory listing. So you want to make sure that all your contact information that you want to be showing is there. If you want a search description when somebody searches for your organization, you can put a short search description there. There is a character limit on that, which is 160 characters. So you have to pay attention that that doesn't go over or it won't let you save it. And then as we continue down, this is the description box is the most important box. This is where you input whatever information you'd like to share about your organization. So you've got here a very nice statement about what you do. You provide assistance. What I would recommend is you add in, if you see here this bar, it allows you to add in tables, pictures, links, and you can do pretty much the basic formatting of like a Word document. So I would highly recommend, specific to your organization, Lynn, is that you add in a link for them to donate, add in some details about what you're looking for. If you're looking for volunteers, what your signature fundraising events might be. Perhaps you even have some pictures of people that you've helped or events in the past, share with whatever you're able to without, privacy issues or anything like that. But this is a really robust section, this description section. So I always look at it this way. If you just have a short description and then a click through to their website, that's great. However, the least amount of clicks, the better. So if you have someone's captured attention here and you're specifically trying to raise money for a project or a program, then put the link directly to that project or program. The least amount of steps to have them take action is what you want to think about when using this particular page. Okay. I would also suggest in your description, go ahead, put a link to your Facebook page, ask them to like you, use this as an actionable directory listing. So when people get here, they can take action right away to getting in touch with you. Keywords. This is really, really, really important because we have limited the categories that we have listed on a directory, and we're really shifting to using more keywords because, number one, they work. People might not know the name of your organization, so use the words for what people would be searching for. So for example, you have right here keywords, emergency crisis nonprofit. I would suggest, and with your permission, give me a thumbs down if you don't want me to do this, but I'm going to add financial assistance in here. When people are searching, if they're searching for housing, they're going to type in housing. Maybe they are looking for, utilities. That's a good one. Let's put that one in there. So utilities. So now when somebody is putting in utilities, right, they might just be looking for a power company, but you're going to show up and they're going to go, wait a minute, what's this? right? So I would suggest, you know, do some work on identifying use Google AdWords and see what kind of pops up for your mission, your business, and then add. I don't believe there's any limit on the number of keywords that you have. So I highly recommend you spend some time to get the keywords added in here. The other items to the right here, the business directory, you can add your driving directions, business hours, and again, right here, you can add pictures. So you just click this add button. All of these little buttons with the pencils, that's how you edit the information. The most important thing you want to do is remember to hit save after you've done anything. So we're going to save the keywords that I just did. This little drop down, you can view what your listing looks like by using this tab. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of these little drop downs and things. You can play around with that, but in the purpose of time, we will just scroll through that. Okay, so the next steps, my subscriptions is really, unfortunately, I'm not sure what this tab is for, so we're just going to jump over that right now. There's still some things that we're learning about this. We've had this system in place for about a year and a half. And we're still learning all the capabilities, and it's obvious our members they're not aware of the resource that this is for you. So that's why we're focusing so much. So this is the events or the calendars. You can see it as a calendar listing, or you can do it as a list view. And to add your event, you simply go to this blue button right here, click add new event, and you're given a form where you put in the information. Description, location, you know, pretty much all the details that you need. What I want to point out specifically right here, publish date is when you want the actual event to show up on the calendar. The start and end date is the actual start and end date for the event. Categories, you can select any categories that you would like except for the Chamber of Commerce unless we are somehow involved with your event. And calendar is pretty much always going to be things to do at the Lake Anna, Louisa and Lake Anna. The chamber calendar is reserved for chamber events. These other are used for internal functions. So that is event submission. Once you do that, it will come to me for approval. One thing that you will notice about this form, you do not have the ability to submit pictures or PDFs or anything like that on this form. However, pictures and flyers and things like that are really, really important to promoting your event. So what you can do once you submit your event to be approved, simply email me. You'll email info@louisachamber.org. Put the name of your event and just pictures in the subject line. Please make sure that you submit either a JPEG or a PNG file. Submitting PDFs is not easily transitioned into the system. So to the extent that you can, please don't send me PDFs because there's some added steps that I have to do. You should be able to, just so you know, take a PDF and save it as a JPEG. Or perhaps somebody can help you to learn how to do that. If you, maybe I'll do a separate training on that. All right, this is a key component of your info hub that will help. I get asked all the time of how do I get in touch with this person or that person? How do I get in contact with our members? Well, here it is. Here's the business directory listing that you have access to. You can search any of our members, their contact information. You know, the other option is to use on our website the directory listing and just search that way, or just log into your info hub and you can find it here. Continuing on down, this resource tab, this is going to get utilized more and more in you know, moving forward. This is where we will put resources that are available to you. As you'll see right here, this is the PDF for the Love Louisa guide that we printed in the spring. So I'm really stoked about that, excited. If anybody wants a PDF version or to look at that, you can download it here, but we will be adding resources for you here as well. All right, the last few tabs, this is really where you're going to be entering the information. The functionality and how you enter it is very similar to events. You're going to use this add button to the right, and it'll pop open a form that you will input the information. So you'll just go through the steps of adding the information into this form. Same situation with these forms. They will come to me for approval. They do not allow you the ability to attach pictures or images. So if you have pictures or images that need to be attached, then just email that to me. Once you submit it, there's the submit button. You can also look through the news here of everyone. So what's happening in Louisa business community, that's where you enter your news. Job opportunities, this is where you add the opportunities that you have for jobs, paying jobs. Deals, specials, and promotions, this is where you would put in those promotions that will go to the general public. And then this tab, I'm just going to skip over for right now because we have outlined what we're doing here. Membership has its perks. This is the member-to-member deals. So this is where you're going to put those discounts to other chamber members or things like that. And then finally, the volunteer opportunities. This is where you will put volunteer opportunities that people can get involved in. Same deal, the add button. One thing I want to point out about this form is the language that's on here. It talks about job type, education, things like that. Just make sure you're very clear in the description or even in the title that this is a non-paid position. So I don't have the ability to change this wording on this form. And let's face it, even volunteering is a job. So, but just make sure you're clear so no one gets the wrong impression that, it's a paid position or something to that nature. So that covers it. Oh my goodness, right at the 30-minute mark. I'm pretty excited. So I'm going to stop the recording. That is the info hub there. I look forward to helping anybody that I can let me see, stop the share. And then I'm going to stop the recording.